Welcome to Nickel City X-Wing, everyone. We have a great match for you now. It's YellowJacketPym versus Lu the Lunatic. But they didn't want to decide initiative amongst themselves. They're both at 200 points. They wanted you to decide initiative. So the way we're gonna do that is with a game of marbles. Exclamation point play. Winner gets to choose who has initiative for our upcoming match. False Tebow's in, Lu the Lunatic's in, trying to decide initiative for himself. Mrs. Lu the Lunatic is in, probably doing the bidding. Exclamation point play in the chat to decide initiative for this game. Come on now, there's 13 of you in the chat and only 4 of you playing. There's more of you out there. It costs you nothing. Very convincing, I know. You should play in the marble match is what you should do there, Pym. Put exclamation point play in the chat. Lu's in. Lu's in. Lu's wife is in. You're at a disadvantage. All right, we're gonna give it. We'll give it one more minute, and then we're going. We'll go with what we have. We're also going to throw 200 points, 200 stream loyalty points on the line, and initiative. We've got 5 entrants. This is probably where we're at, so we're going to start it. Here we go. And we're down the house of cards. Lu the Lunatic in first place. Yellow Jacket now taking it. False is in now first place. And here comes the swing thingy of death. Yellow Jacket just blows right through it. Yellow Jacket around and around it goes, followed by Fels. Let's take a look. Yellow Jacket pretty much a commanding lead, but he gets hung up in the red Spain stinging of death. Man, I cannot say that name. Felsepto behind. Oh, Felsepto coming in. Felsepto now in the lead. Lu the Lunatic right behind there, neck and neck. Felsepto going up. Timo, thanks for the follow, man. Felsepto with YellowJacketPym right behind and Lu coming up in the rear. Felsepto takes the left path. Where does Yellow Jacket go? Yellow Jacket's going on the right path. Felsepto coming into the afterburners. There it is. Oh, he gets hit by a peg. Felsepto just 2 more hurdles to clear. Yellow Jacket off the board. Well, I'm off the board too. That's disappointing. While Steve-O has been spun around by the red, winner gets to choose initiative. Lu the Lunatic coming through. He's got some speed. Felsepto, he's got these red thingies of doom. Mrs. Lu the Lunatic coming in to take second away from Lu. Felsepto, just 1 more obstacle to clear. Felsepto, the champion! Felsepto in first place. Mrs. Lu the Lunatic in second. And Lu the Lunatic in third. That is going to give Felsepto 200 loyalty points and he will get to choose who he wants to have initiative. So Falsetto, in the chat, tell us who should get initiative. Should Yellow Jacket or should Lu get the initiative? This is a big decision considering there's absolutely no overlap involved. We probably should have made it a game where there's all overlap, but it doesn't matter. But you get to choose anyway. First rock is the Falsetto rock. Lu gets initiative. So while they're setting up, let us go down the list. For YellowJacketPym on the left side, we've got Leia Organa with Jyn Erso, Perceptive Co-Pilot, and the Millennium Falcon title. And then Hera Syndulla with Advanced Sensors, a Dorsal Turret, Magva Yarrow, Chopper, Ezra Bridger, and the Ghost title. In Lu the Lunatic's corner, we've got Lando Calrissian with Trickshot, 000, Kira, and the Lando's Millennium Falcon title. And then we've got Asajj Ventress with Forlom and Shadowcaster. There's Victor Hell with Stealth Device and an autopilot drone for good measure. Thank you, X-Wing Debrief. Appreciate it. Let's open betting. Exclamation point points in the chat to see how many points you have to bid. At the end of the month, whoever ends up with the most points will receive an alt art version card of Dutch Vander. How professional. Like autopilot drone won't be starting dock this time. It rest bottom. Is it fat bottom girls night tonight? I get it. Let's take a look at this sweet paint job from Lu. The Firebird Falcon with the Firebird autopilot drone. That looks sweet. Mrs. Lu the Lunatic with her first bet. I need to add some points to Fels. it looks like we're ready to get started. They're gonna set dials here. With the Millennium Falcon title, she gets rerolls on defense. Remember, Dragoon. So Jin allows her to take a focus and an evade and get rerolls on defense. Pretty nice, actually. It's a good combination. Alright, and they're off while I still figure out how to try to get Falsetto some points here. That he wins. They're rightfully his. Keeps not showing up in my database. Alright, that should do it. Get a coordinate from Lando. Or from the autopilot drone. Do a lock on the debris up in the middle. Lando will bump. Lando, of course, has Kira, so just taking a preemptive lock on that debris. Kira will take an evade with Jin Erso. Forward with a focus evade. And we are going back to dials. Falsetto, give it another shot. Put exclamation point points in the chat. See if you got your points now. I am hopeful that it worked. Oh, better than no nickels. There we go. All right, hold on. Yep, the Shadowcaster is from GSP, Luke's Shadowcaster. The Firebird is beautiful, gorgeous, Pontiac Falcon, if you will. Love it. All right, Falsetto, one more time. Do it to it. Found you in the database. I was able to edit the points. So, autopilot, docking. Victor Hell gonna focus. Lando focuses. Saj with the big 5k. He'll take a stress. Arrow with the big 4 forward. Setting up a clash with the Saj. Arrow focuses. Leia will 4 straight. Maybe we'll get a boost here to get her turned in. We'll focus evade. And we are going back to dials. My computer is running the GPU very big, so I'm gonna close this down for a second and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Things are looking better. You didn't miss anything, I promise. The stream should be smoother now. Everything should be running a little bit better. GPU running at only 50% instead of 100%. Should make for a nice smooth ride tonight. Betting still open. Exclamation point points in the chat. You can bet. You've only got one bet so far. Could put yourself in the running for a Dutch Vander alt card. Lu betting some points on himself. Here we go. Like we're ready to start. Saj with the big 3 bank. See what her action's gonna be. He's just gonna focus. Victor coming around with the 3 bank, not quite in range yet. Might try a target lock. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna attempt a target lock. Doesn't have Hera. So he'll just lock the cloud. Why not? Lando goes over the debris, but has a lock with Kira. So he can go over and ignores the obstacle. Lando will just focus. Leia with the 3 hard. She will focus evade. Hera's gonna advance sensor. Let's see, maybe a focus. That's what she does. Well, he's gonna advance sensor or reinforce on the front. As the 2 bank clears. Saj has beginning of the engagement. Saj can spend a force to either give Hera a stress or remove that green token. Hera's going to take the stress from the Asajj force spend. Now Hera or Leia is going to get the first shot. It's going to be range 3 onto Asajj. Forces all around. That is hit crit, starting off with natties. Ooh, could spend the force and take nothing. Also has a focus. Spends the force, takes nothing. Probably start this clock. Hera now, range 2. Adds 3 focuses and a blank from Hera. Has 1 force, could spend. Is not going to, but it is going to spend the force for Ezra Bridger dorsal attack. There's 2 hits coming in. This could put the shields down on the Lancer. He has a focus, could spend it to take only 1. And that is what he's going to do. So 1 shield off the Lancer from Hera. Now the Lancer will get a return shot. So this is going to be a range 2 shot onto Hera. That's hit crit crit, reduced by 1. 2 shields down on Hera. No defense dice to be found there for her. Lando now is going to get a range 2 shot. Hera takes a tractor, but it doesn't really matter. She can't roll less than 0. So this is a 3 dice attack from Lando. Can take a stress to re-roll the blank. Does. And that is going to be 2 more shields on Hera. Victor Hell will get a shot now if he has one, which he absolutely doesn't. So we are going to go back to dials. And I am going to close bets. After I even it, so that everyone gets paid. So while they are in planning phase, let's go to our sponsor. Today's sponsor is Diet Snapple Half and Half. An Arnold Palmer, if you will, 10 calories, 1 gram carb, and let's get our Snapple fact. This is real fact number 333. Long Island is the largest island in the continental US. There you go. Suck it, Rhode Island. You're nothing. So we're coming back. Hera doesn't have a lot of great options. Leia could spend her force to give Hera a focus, even if she does it too hard here. I do wonder if maybe getting rid of the reinforce would have been the move. Despite taking 2 damage, it could put you in position to 4K with Hera here, and now you can't. I really like where Lando is. I really like where Victor is. The Lancer's in a bit of trouble, but maybe not as much as we think, because Hera's position right now is pretty bad. Honestly, the only move I can see happening here is a too hard to the left that leaves her stressed, which of course would give Lando the extra die. Keep staring at that Pontiac Firebird paint job, and I love it even more. I'm a Corvette guy, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, it's a pretty nice paint job. Hera is definitely a live fast, die hard kind of ship, and she needs to start doing some damage if she's going to make a big difference in this game. She's already without her shields. Just 10 hull left, no native defense die. And she's only done 1 damage. I don't even think it was her. It was actually Leia who did the damage to Asajj. Asajj will get to move first. Lando, I think, probably is just going 1 forward. Maybe a 1 bank. Could be a little faster. We could see him go a little faster. That big side arc gives him a lot of options. Looks like we're ready. Asajj just gonna go 1 forward, kind of like we thought here. He's gonna take a target lock. If it goes on to Leia, absolutely does. Lando does a blue maneuver, clears the stress. It's just a 1 bank. He's going to move his target lock to the debris right in front of him. Because of Kira, he got to ignore the debris he was on. Victor the too hard. We'll see if he moves his lock or maybe takes a focus. Looks like he's looking for the lock. And he moves his target lock onto Hera. And that is Lu's maneuvers. Leia is going to use Leia doing a 2 out. We'll do a focus evade. Don't think she's going to have Asajj. We'll definitely have Lando, but I think Asajj is out of that arc there. So Hera is advanced censoring a reinforce with the chopper crew. It's going to take a damage. And look at that move. The 2 hard clears. So beginning of engagement, I don't think Asajj gets to do anything. Leia is in a real awkward position. She might be off the board next turn. Triple 0 onto Hera. Hera chooses to give Lando the calculate. So this is Hera, 5 dice on Lando, has a force. Only 2. Lando rolls 1. It's an evade, and we'll take one shield. And it's going to take that shield onto the autopilot drone. So now this is a dorsal shot with Ezra for hit crit coming in. So Ezra doing work. Another evade. So autopilot drone, that's going to be half points. And then one shield onto Lando. Leia's now going to get a shot. Looks like it's going to be range 3 into Lando from Leia. As a focus. It's going to spend her force for one hit onto Lando. Lando rolls the evade. No problem. Lando is rolling pretty good. So this is going to be Lando onto Hera, I think. So this is a range 1 shot, which means 4 dice because Hera is stressed. Lando does have a calculate. Could take a stress to reroll blanks. That's exactly what he's going to do. And that calculate's going to give him 3 hits and a crit. So 2 hits and a crit. Hera is down to 6. That's going to be half points on Hera. Hera uses Magva Yarrow to take a target lock. Oh, you're a little too late, Rocker. Sorry. We've already had substantial damage into Hera. So this is Victor now into Hera. Has a target lock. I think you spend it here. If you can do the damage, do the damage. You could get her down to 3. He's going to spend the lock here. That is another hit. That's hit crit. So that's 1 hit, 1 crit. So it's going to be 2 crits. One's a direct. And a wounded pilot. Double wounded pilots. So Hera has 4 hit points left. Test, test, test. Is anyone else's sound stuttering? Does anyone else have a stutter in their sound? The sound output for me looks okay. But I want to make sure. It sounds off, but is good. What does that mean? Here's the music. Let me check my routing table, make sure everything is okay. Alright, so routing. Music is going to the broadcast. My mic is going to the broadcast. And the chat. Their chat is just going to my headphones. System is going to broadcast. Yeah, I think everything's set right. Try giving it a refresh. See if that fixes things. Let me put my voice in my own headphones so I can hear how it sounds. I think it sounds okay. I'm not 100% sure on your end, but in my headphones it sounds all right. We'll see if maybe the padding from the music makes it a little bit better. You know, we'll unhide everything and make sure that there's no doubling up here. All right, looks like they're ready to go. Massage the 5K. We all probably thought that was coming. Lando, the 1-4, has a lock on that rock, so is fine. Really hoping Leia stays on the board here. There's a 2-4 from Victor. It does not bump. See if he goes with Hera or Leia here. Leia first. I guess my death perception was off on that because that's not even close to the border. And Leia will boost. Take a stress. Hera thinking about advanced censoring and taking another damage to get an action. So Hera advanced sensors with chopper exposes a fuel leak, which is bad because any damage she takes is a critical now with hull breach. When you see my ship, hope it gives you hell, hope it gives you hell. Big pop punk guy over here, as you can tell from my trucker hats. So Asajj double stressing Hera. Hera just collecting stress, not giving the 000 to Lando. Looks like it's going to be a range 1 dorsal turret attack onto Lando. It's 3 dice, 2 hits. He's going to spend the lock for 3 hits onto Lando. Lando does have a focus. Rolls the evade anyway. Lando rolling evades like crazy. That is Lando shields down. Leia has no shot. So now this is probably the death of Hera coming up. So Hera Syndulla range 2 from the Lancer. It's gonna be a 3 dice shot. As an extra force, could spend for 3. That is going to be a dead Hera with hull breach and fuel leak. Oh my gosh. It was a fuel leak for the first one into a direct, into a weapons failure. He still has 2 more crits to take. Another fuel leak. Damage sensor and another damage because of the fuel leak. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage on Hera. So Hera off the board. Lando gonna get a range 3 shot now. So this is gonna be a 3-dice shot from Lando into Leia. It's gonna take a stress to re-roll that blank. So 3 hits coming into Leia. Oh, the blank out. So Leia takes 3 shields. She's down to 2 shields. Lu hoping that Leia had heroic, not the rebels. So now Leia has a tough prospect ahead of her. We're going back to dials. Corvus, oh wait, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for joining us. Remember, after this match, we'll play a couple games of marbles, and we got at 8:30 a Ontario Online Open Final Pod match. These are the people that made the cut, and they're competing in their pods now to go into the showdown to win it all. It's gonna be a big match tonight. I'm very much looking forward to it. We'll, of course, do a couple games of marbles in between. Can't rob you of that. All right, here's Rocker Crocker's science fact. The Pacific Ocean is shrinking as the United States and Russia are slowly moving towards each other, while the Atlantic Ocean is growing as Europe and the US move apart. And that is all thanks to Trump. Moving closer with Russia and further apart from Europe. Sick political burn. While they're in here, did anyone else in chat get their Chrome? Oh. I'm gonna go with silver. Get their silver Naboo ship from Asmodee. Pretty nice. I liked it. I think it's pretty good. I like it, except for the R2 unit on it is just a blue dot. They put no effort into that. I think Luke tonight on the paint cast is gonna be doing a N1, and we'll probably do a much better job of it. Massage before forward, clear stress. Victor just doing a 1 hard. Let's see if we get a target lock here, but he'll just focus. Lando with the 2 bank. Or the 2 hard, rather. Keeps his stress. Leia with the 2 bank to the left. Let's see if we get a rotate. Oh. does she keep the stress and boost? Oh, okay. She cleared the stress and then boosted to keep it. So this is going to be range 3. Hit crit crit from Massage into Leia. And that's going to be hit crit coming into Leia. So Leia's shields are down. Massage doing work. Leia has no shots. So Victor Hell is going to get a range 2 shot now into Leia. My gosh, 3 more hits coming in. Leia with the evade will take 2, and that is going to be half points on Leia, I believe. So we are going back to dials. We've had some fast games on our stream lately. So let's go to Gerg with a scoring update.
Thanks, Greg. Thought you forgot about me there. Right now, the score is Lu the Lunatic, 154. YellowJacketPym, cruising at 6.
That's what I'm saying, Rocker. Next week, everyone's flying super aces. I want all I6s on the board, small bases, 3 agility each. I do, you know what I like about our stream, besides like getting to interact with everybody and developing a community of our own and like, you know, X-Wing in general, is people feel free to fly like some riskier or like more unique type lists. I really enjoy seeing this. Like, how often have you seen Leia Hera? Only Yellow Jacket flies Leia Hera right now. And then how often do you find Leia and Hera going versus Rey and Venny? Never. Never. The big beefy ladies match remains one of my favorites. Here we go. Victor with the 1 hard. Focuses. Massage 3 hard. I'm pretty sure on the debris. We'll have to roll for the debris. Lando, the 1 bank clears stress. So Lando locks the obstacle that Asajj is on. Leia the 3 forward to clear the stress. We'll take a focus evade here with Jen and Perceptive Copilot. Yeah, I don't know how to beg the chat to talk, Rocker. I don't know what else to do. I just try to be as fun as possible. Oh. So Leia gonna take the stress from Asajj's ability. This is gonna be Asajj at range 2 from Leia, trying to put some damage into her. That's gonna be hit, hit, crit. Massage has one force left. So that's gonna be hit, crit, or shield crit onto Massage. It's a disabled power regulator, not really gonna play effect while Leia's probably alive. So Victor and Asajj will get some payback shots now. Victor, range 2. This is gonna be 3-on-1. So that's a focus for 3 hits. Leia rolls the evade. She's down to 4 hull now. So this is range 2. 3 natty hits again. Asajj is a natty machine. So that is 2 more hull onto Leia, and she is down to 2. We're gonna go back to planning, but I don't see how Leia survives this. So a reminder, after this match concludes, we are going to do a couple games of marbles, get some points out there. And then we have a 0-0 match. My bad. I don't see Leia really surviving. She might live another turn just because she's a little bit faster and that debris is blocking. Let's take a look at the Luke Carrington Asajj Ventress. It's more of a Sabine paint if you ask me, but looks beautiful. Love the cockpit. Love the engines. Really beautiful. Looks like we're ready. Here we go. Asajj clears the stress, gains the stress from the debris. We'll have to roll again. is safe. Victor just going to bump. Doesn't hit the obstacle though, that's good. Lando with the 2 hard and is going to rotate his arc. False accusations. Leia's going 1 forward once we get it working. There it is. Leia will take a focus evade. Saj will send a force. Leia will keep the stress. Not willing to spend her tokens, of course not. So Leia is going to go 4 dice into a Saj Ventress, range 1. 4-2. Saj will roll. Natty evades. My goodness. This is going to be a Saj range 1 back. 4 dice. Natty hits. Unbelievable. Leia is dead, and that is our game. All the natties for Luke. Crazy. So that is a 200-6 point win for Lu the Lunatic. Let me pay out the right. Let me load up the marbles.